Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you guys can see from the title of the video, this is a story time. Oh Lord, it's actually crazy. Before we get started, if you are new, check out the rest of the content, and if you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe. But if you are not new, give the video a thumbs up before I start the story time. This video is actually very funny because I completely forgot about this story time, but I was on the phone with Awale the other day and we were talking about this incident, and I was like, oh my god, like that's a story time, like that is a story time within itself. It wasn't nothing big, but like this boy just really had me messed up. And yeah, let's get straight into it. So boom, I remember one day I went shopping. I know for a given fact that I probably went makeup shopping because I went to the mall and I wanted to go and see Mac and Sephora and stuff like that. I was shopping. I don't know what I was shopping for, but I remember shopping that day. Like I remember I was like buying a whole bunch of different stuff. And throughout me shopping, because I didn't just go to the mall, I went to other places before I got to the mall. Oh, okay, is that what happened? I'm trying to think. That is what happened. Okay, yeah, this day was actually very crazy. So let me rewind it back. Let me bring it back, okay? So this is just when I got Onyx. And if you guys do not know who Onyx is, that's my car. It's a black car, so I call it Onyx. This is like when I had just got Onyx. I was driving to go shopping at the mall, and my car ended up hitting a tire, like a truck tire on the road, and we were in a 2-lane type of road, and there was a car right next to me, and then it was a wall, so I couldn't swerve or nothing. I had to go right through that thing. Thank the Lord that my car didn't flip and start turning and shit, but that tire was so big. And if you guys know anything about Hyundai Sonatas, the new ones, they sit so low to the ground. So when I tell you that shit busted up the whole front of my shit, I ain't gonna lie. I don't judge me, y'all. Don't judge me, because you know, shit, people be coming up to me like, oh my god, do you not know that your thing is messed up? I'm like, duh, baby, it's my car. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not being funny. I hate when people do that, y'all. Sometimes I'll be going to the club and a random guy would try to use my car as a way to flirt with me. Like, I'm not even being funny. He'll be like, okay, like y'all know I go to African clubs. He'll be like, babe, do you not know your car is messed up right here in the front? Do you not see it? Duh. And I'll be like, yeah. And he's like, give me your number. We can help. All right. And I'll be like, are you gonna pay for it? And he'll be like, he starts stuttering. I mean, I can get you to a cheap mechanic. If you give me, no. If you're not going to pay in full, like the movie Paid in Full, then do not come to me to get me to pay in full. And I'll be like, no, thank you. If you're not paying for it, don't worry about it. There was a time, this is a side note, but there was a time me and Chelsea, we went to a party. It was like a party at this apartment, and we ended up parking on the side of the road. Now, where these apartments are at, it's a whole bunch of homeless people there. It's in a good area, but there's homeless people over there. One homeless guy was like, whoever car that is, it was a black man. He said, whoever car that is right there, like that car in the front is fucked up. Like he just started saying that, and I'm just looking like, so what was the purpose of saying that? Like, what was the purpose of saying that? And you know, I just like ignored him. Like Chelsea, she didn't even hear him because she didn't know that he was talking about my car. And so I just ignored him. I knew he was talking about my car, and honestly, people were outside, and that's embarrassing. You know what I mean? Like that's honestly embarrassing. So I just kept walking, and he was like, young lady, is that your car? And I'm like, no. And he's like, yeah, whoever car that is, like the front is peeling off, like the front is messed up, da, da, da. Like he just talking. And he's like, and that looked like a brand new car. That car too new to be messed up. I'm like, okay, but baby, I can't say nothing because bitch, I didn't already acting like that's not my car. So I'm like, okay. In my head, I'm like, oh, shut your ass up. The fuck, people looking outside and they see, like, shut up. So I'm like, oh, okay, you know. So I end up going to Chelsea's car. I end up going to Chelsea's car so he could go away, so I could go to my car. But bitch, what did I just tell y'all? He's a homeless man. Where was he going to? So I went to Chelsea's car and we talked for a little bit. And this was like after the, no, this was, no, y'all, I'm not even telling the story properly. When we pulled up to the party, he told me that. But I was not near my car because I got to that event before Chelsea. So I was waiting for Chelsea in my car. But by the time she pulled up and parked behind me, I ended up going to her car. So when we were getting ready to walk to the apartment, he started telling us that car is, whose car is that? Da da da. So I'm like, I don't know. So we walk in and stuff, and Chelsea's laughing. She's like, hell no, like, why the hell is he worried about your car? I'm like, girl, I don't know. Y'all, tell me why when we came back out, I didn't forgot that I didn't told this guy that that wasn't my car. And the guy is far away now, like he's nowhere near my shit. And so I end up getting in my car. Y'all, this man starts cursing me out. He's like, you a liar. You a liar. You a liar. That's your car. That's your car. You need to get your car fixed. This is in a y'all, a homeless person is yelling at me to get my car fixed. Like, this is not the story, y'all. That's not the story at all. But that just goes to show that my car is messed up in the front, because one day when I first got the car, I was driving to the mall and somebody's big tire, like their whole tire, like, I don't know how to describe it. Their tire, if you know the name, y'all let me know. It got planted in the middle of the road and I hit it and it busted my whole car. As a matter of fact, my car stopped working. Like, my car was no longer drivable. It completely shut down once I got to the mall. Thank the Lord. Once I got to the mall, it shut down right when I, like, legit, y'all, right when I pulled into my parking spot. That whole shut down by itself. And then thank God it drove a little bit back to my house. So I was able to pull it back up to my house, because I was like, man, I don't feel like waiting for AAA or, you know, calling my insurance company to come and get the car towed. Like, I didn't want to do none of that, y'all. Like, I just was like, oh my goodness. But the car was able to turn on again and drive a little bit to my house. And as soon as it got to my house, it was no longer drivable. I had to drop, like, no funny shit, I had to drop like $500 and something just to get the car to work again. And then I went to go try to get a new bumper from my car, because they were telling me that just because the side of the car is messed up don't mean nothing. They have to take out the whole front. And they were saying that my parts are very, like, the parts for my Hyundai are very, very, very expensive. And then on top of that, the water reservoir was underneath the car, which I had no idea. I don't know why Hyundai went to go put all, like, the important shit at the bottom of my car, knowing that their cars sit low. But the water reservoir is at the bottom of my car now, so I don't have no water in my car. It's broken. Y'all know how, like, something might get on y'all's windshield and y'all can push y'all thing back and the water will spirt out? Y'all, don't have no water. Like, if I put water in there, water's just gonna fall out from underneath the car. And then the shield to protect my bottom parts of the car got broken too. So that within itself is like a lot of money, and I just never went to go get it fixed. I know y'all, I know it's bummy. I'm pretty sure my mom, she keep looking like, when you gonna get that fixed? I'll be like, I don't feel like it. But the guy I'm talking to, he told me, he was like, we need to order the parts and get it fixed. So I'm gonna try to get him to pay for it. But that's neither here nor there. So that happened, right? And I was bummed. Like, I was a little irritated, but I did not want that to ruin my mood. I was like, look, like, you got dressed, you came to shop today, like, you came to do your thing, go inside, shop, and, you know, do what you need to do. Thankfully, a lot of the spots that I wanted to hit were very, very close to each other, so I was able to, like, run in and out and stuff like that. And then after a while, I got hungry, and I decided to call Awale, and I was like, hey, Awale, what are you doing? She wasn't doing nothing, and I was like, I'm hungry, I want to eat. She's like, oh, that's perfect, because I haven't eaten today. And so we were looking all over the place, trying to figure out, and I was craving some sushi, y'all. I don't know why, but I was craving sushi that day. But the thing with me is, I don't really have like a sushi restaurant go-to. Like, I don't have a sushi restaurant go-to. So I kept telling her, like, I'm craving sushi, but I really do not have like a go-to restaurant where we could get it. And so she was like, all right, hold on. So she started calling one of her friends that like sushi a lot. So the girl was giving her a whole bunch of different locations as to where we could go to and stuff like that. So we ended up deciding on raw sushi. I don't know if you guys have heard of it before, but it's RA Sushi, I think. We ended up deciding on that. I ended up parking my car, and then she ended up coming to get me, and we ended up heading over there. Now, okay, so she called her friend. She ended up calling one of her friends that eats sushi, and one of the girls, because there were two locations, and we were trying to figure out which location is the one to go to, because I don't know, I think Awale did research, and they were like, some people were complaining about one of the locations. I don't remember. So she called her friend, and she told her friend, which location should I go to? And her friend told her A. Awale is also cool with the friend's brother. The friend's brother came and told Awale, do not listen to old girl, their service is terrible. Like, he told her straight up, he's like, their service is not good, you're wasting your time going there, do not go there. But because Awale wanted to listen to her friend, we end up going to location A. So let me tell y'all what happened. So we pull up to the place, we immediately get seated. When we go in, the place is cute, the vibes look good. We're like, okay, this is looking nice. So the person who sits us down is like, our server will be right with you. Y'all, tell me why 5-10 minutes go by. I start looking at Awale like, damn, did our server come from the other location that old boy told us to go to instead? Like, where the hell is he? Like, it was to the point where we were just sitting there. Like, the only thing that we got was somebody came, somebody was like, I'm not your server, but what do y'all want to drink? We literally just had water on the table, y'all, for a cool 15 minutes. Somebody came up to ask us, hey, what do y'all want to order? Mind you, we went to this restaurant around the time, like about an hour before it was about to close. So we're kind of getting worried because we're like, this restaurant is going to close soon. Y'all already know how they give it up when they try to close the kitchen and stuff like that. Like, where's the server? Like, where's the server at? So I ended up tapping one of the girls and I was like, where's our server? Like, we've been waiting here for 15 minutes, we don't have our server. Like, could you please like find us our server? And she's like, I'm so sorry. Like, she's like, I'm about to go get him right now, I am so sorry. She was very nice. So she went to go get the server. The server was a Hispanic guy. We are going to name him Todd. So Todd comes up, he's like, look like he's out of breath and stuff, and he's like, I am so sorry, they had me running around at different tables that weren't mine, this and that. Like, he's just giving us the whole rundown. And he's like, what would y'all like to order? So we get to order and stuff. We order our appetizers and stuff. We order, like, we're asking him like, is this food good? He's like, I don't know, I've never tried it. Like, it just gave very much like, I don't care. Like, it, all jokes aside, like, it's not like he was being like overly mean. He wasn't being like rude or nothing, but it gave very much like, order your food and get out. Like, that's the vibe it gave. So because we kept asking, like, because we've never been to this location, so my friend is asking him like, which one is your favorite roll? Like, which roll do you usually get when you eat here? He's like, I don't know, I don't really know. I guess this one. Like, that's the vibe it gave off. So we end up ordering everything or whatnot, and because he didn't know shit, we just started freestyling, y'all. He didn't know nothing. Like, literally, my friend was literally, for the appetizers, he didn't know. For the main course, he didn't know. For the rolls, he didn't know. Like, he just kept saying, I'm not too sure, I haven't tried that, I don't know. Like, I didn't hear him. Like, and ain't nothing wrong with saying that, but usually when servers say stuff like that, they be like, but I ain't gonna lie, customers get that a lot and they say they like it. Or my coworkers eat that a lot and they say they like it. Like, it just gave very much like, I don't want to help y'all, just order y'all food type vibe. So we ended up just ordering. We ordered an appetizer, we ordered a main dish, and we ordered some sushi rolls and shared it together. We just ordered like a whole bunch of little different things. So the food is starting to come out. Awale's forever to come out. Mind you, throughout that time period, the boy never came to check up on our table. No. I'm lying. Let me tell y'all what happened. The appetizer comes out first. I think we ordered some chicken wings. I remember us ordering some chicken wings. So we ordered some chicken wings. The appetizer comes out first. We end up eating the chicken wings. I think there were like 5 chicken wings, and we just ordered one for both of us. The chicken wings were actually really, really good. So we decided to place in a different order, but he was nowhere to be found. And I'm just looking like, where's this guy? Like, y'all, when I tell you, once he took our order, he disappeared into thin air again. Now, as me and Awale are looking for him, this big, large group, like large ass group, I'm talking about like a group full of like about 10 or 12 people come in, and they get ready to get seated, and they actually end up sitting right next to me and Awale's table. Like, this is me and Awale's table, and then they're like right behind, like they're a little behind us, but right here. So they're loud, they're Hispanic too. They come in speaking Spanish, they're loud as hell, you know, they're, you know, whatever. We're not thinking anything of it, but like about a good 5 minutes later, he ends up coming up to their table. So we're like, okay, so he's back. Because I'm like, thank God, because I've been waiting, like, where is this boy at? So he ends up taking all of their orders, and I tell Awale I'm gonna call him when he's done with their orders. As you guys know, I said the group was big, so it took him a while. He was taking their orders for a cool like 10 minutes, I think, like 5 to 10 minutes. He was taking their orders and stuff like that. They ordered their food right away. Like, as soon as he came to the table, everybody knew what they wanted. And then when he was done ordering their food, because he was taking so long on them, I kind of in a way forgot to stop him. And not that I forgot to stop him, I forgot to look to see when he will be done with them so I could get his attention. But my thing is this, I shouldn't have to do that. If you call yourself a server and you know that you haven't been to the table in a cool 15-20 minutes, you should come to the table and say, hey, like, you know, are y'all good? Do you want anything else? Like, our waters weren't refilled. I remember having to like tap different servers and be like, hey, can we get a refill of our water? Like, I need more water. And they were like, it was different servers basically coming to the table to help us because he was nowhere to be found. And the only time that we would see him is when he was helping out that table. And y'all, literally, as soon as he helped out the table, he would jot right to the kitchen. And the kitchen, we weren't right next to the kitchen, but that table was low-key right. Like, we were here, the table, it was a long ass table. So we were here, the table we were at was like a small table. Of course, it's just being Aule. And then like, it was a long ass table. And at the end, the kitchen was right there. So as soon as he would take their order, he would turn his face quickly and run back to the kitchen. And it was starting to piss me and Aule off because it really gave that like, you're catering to them, you're making sure they're fine, but we're not getting no service, we're not getting nothing. And I don't care what nobody says, this was definitely a racial profile type of incident, because a lot of people feel like black people don't tip, a lot of people feel like black people are not going to be good customers to, you know, serve and stuff like that. So they automatically go in with the intentions of not giving good customer service, and it was showing because he kept coming up to that table and checking on them, he kept refilling their drinks.
I'm not sure if I mentioned it in the story time, but he was Hispanic as well.
And literally we will be like, excuse me, mind you, the music is loud in there, like it's packed. Even though this place, I think the place is about to close in like an hour and a half. Even though this place is about to close, this place is packed, like the tables are full. So literally he would jot right to the kitchen as soon as he would be done, and we kept having to get different servers to do different things. There was a point in time that girl that ended up filling up our drinks started like coming towards the table a lot to fill up our drinks and stuff, and she was even apologizing on his behalf. And by then I already told Aule he's not getting a tip. Like, I already told Aule that. And one thing about me is I tip. I don't ever go to places and be like, oh, I'm not gonna tip. The only time that I might not tip you is if, like, let's say I go to Smoothie King and I get a smoothie, and then they show you the tip thing, bitch. And I hate, and I know somebody about to laugh, but I hate when somebody be like, it's gonna ask you the next question. Bitch, no, it's not. You know what the next question is, and I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna go to McDonald's and tip no, like, no. Why would I go to Smoothie King and give you a tip because you made me a smoothie? Like, no, like, no. You know what I mean? So, like, yeah, that's the only time where you would not. And you know the funny thing? I'm saying that's the only time where you would not catch me tipping, but that's the funny thing. If you are nice, I'll tip you. I have tipped subway workers. I literally just tipped, who did I tip the other day? There's somebody that I just tipped I just tipped an establishment the other day. I don't remember who it was, but it wasn't no like big it wasn't a restaurant. Like, I would tip if I'm feeling, I went to Baskin Robbins by myself the other day. Yeah, I went to Baskin Robbins by myself the other day. The girl was mad nice. Like, I literally was very indecisive about what ice cream I wanted her to give me. She let me try, you know, do the sample thing, and she wasn't being mean or like, you know how you get a little antsy when a customer can't make up their mind. No, she was being very nice. I tipped her. Like, in those instances I will, but I don't always tip if it's not like an actual restaurant. But when it comes to a restaurant, if the service is good, you know, I would tip. But this shit was trash, and I already put in my mind I am not tipping. And what made me really not want to tip him was not just because the service was trash. It gave off that because we were black, they were not trying to help. Not they, because the girl that was helping us was white. She was helping. But it gave off because we were black, he didn't care to help us. Like, he did not care. So he finally comes up to the table after me trying to flag him down a good 2 times. And he's like, would y'all like anything? Like, are y'all good? And I'm like, can we have another order of the chicken wings? And he's like, all right. So he puts it in. So eventually my food comes out and everything, but Aule's food doesn't come out on time. And so then Aule's food finally comes out, and you know, we're taking pictures and stuff for the food. Like I said, we ordered a whole bunch of little different things. Like, I remember we ordered like 2 dumplings, like just a whole bunch of little knickknacks so we could just eat and try the food. And the food was good, y'all. Like, the food was actually really good, except for Aule's plates. Her main meal was trash. So Aule takes a bite of her food. Mind you, Aule is a very picky eater. So Awole takes a bite of her food and she's like, ew, what is this? And I'm like, what happened? Because my food was good. Like, everything was good. My main dish was good and everything. And she was like, this food is disgusting. And I'm like, are you dead ass? And she's like, no, Irene, I'm not being funny. And y'all already know, not all food not always gonna be good. You know, you could go to the same restaurant every day and get a different experience, right? But there's a difference between like, this food is mid today, but I'm gonna just eat it. And then there's a difference between this food is trash and I cannot eat this food. Like, this is nasty. And that's the vibe she was giving. Like, she just kept saying, this is disgusting. I can't eat this. This is nasty. Like, this food is trash, you know? So, she just kept saying that. She just kept saying, I can't eat this. This is nasty. I need somebody to take this food back now. And so I was like, all right, like, let me flag one of the workers down. I'm not even finna wait on Todd because Todd is acting as if he don't want to come. So I ended up flagging down a random guy and I was like, excuse me, she doesn't like her food. And he just was like, well, let me get your server. Let me get your server. I'm like, no! We don't want to do that because our server don't know that he's our server.
No, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that.
So I'm just like, nah, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, you our server. You don't remember us? You sat us down. Like, bitch, I'm looking like... So he jots off and I'm just looking like, Awole, I hope you know this nigga finna take 10 years to come to this table. And so Awole's getting mad now because like Awole's starting to, because mind you, me, I've been complaining. Like, since we sat down, I've been complaining. Awole was complaining too, but like she wasn't complaining on my level. Like, I was telling her like he ain't getting no tip and she was laughing like she thought it was a joke. I'm like, girl, I said you'll be a fool to tip him too. Like, I had to let her know he don't deserve a tip from this table, period. Like, he don't deserve a tip. And Awole's the type of person where like she likes to tip as well. So when I was like popping my shit in the beginning, she just kept laughing and stuff and brushing me, like, you know, talking my shit off. But I told Awole, I'm like, he don't need no tip. Like, this is not a joke. Like, he don't need no tip. He hasn't done nothing that is beneficial to this table to get a tip. Because you know the funny thing, he didn't even serve our food. And this is another thing that I really forgot. Why did the large party get their food before ours? I don't even know how I forgot that. And if Awole is watching this story, I'm pretty sure she probably was thinking like, when were you going to say that? Tell me why the party of 10 or 12 people that came in after us, they all got their food before us, and he gave them their food. He came out along with another server and they served everybody their plates. And me and Awole still just had our appetizers sitting on the table, not our main course or nothing. And then that's when we got our food, like, I'm gonna say 5 to 10 minutes after them. Why are we getting our food after a large party when it's only 2 of us and we came in way before them? That don't make sense to me. I told Awole, I said, I don't know about you, but I am not tipping. So after that, like, when Awole did not like her food, she was on that I'm not tipping wave either, because why is it taking you 10 years to come up to your table that you're supposed to be serving? So he finally comes up and he's like, yeah. And she's like, hey, like, I don't like my food. Like, I don't like this food. This food is not good. And he's like, what's wrong with it? And she's like, it's just not good. Like, the food don't taste good. I don't like it. Like, it doesn't taste good at all. Mind y'all, I tasted it. That food was disgusting, y'all. Like, it wasn't good. So she's like, I don't like it. Like, I don't want it. And he's like, I mean, well, like, we don't really do refunds or anything like that. The kitchen just closed. Okay, like, I don't want the food. Like, I don't want it. Let me get my manager. Like, he says it with an attitude. And then Awole's like, I don't care. Like, I don't want the food. The fuck? Like, I don't want that food. Because he was trying to tell Awole that they don't do refunds, so she'll have to pay for the food regardless. And the kitchen is closed, so she can't order no more. Babe, the kitchen is closed because you wanted to take 40 days and 40 nights to come back to our table. Not because we ordered late. We got to this establishment an hour and a half before it closed. You should have, at the very least, within that hour and a half, we should have got our food, but you decided to neglect our table. So therefore, that has nothing to do with us. So this older guy comes, he's bald-headed. We're gonna call him Baldy. So he comes and he's a white man and he's like, hey ma'am, like, you know, my server said that you didn't like the food. Like what don't you like about it? And so Awole is telling him like the noodles are not good, this and that. Like, she's just explaining to him, giving him the whole 9 of why she did not like the food. She was telling him she don't like the flavor, the taste, like the food is just not good. And he says the same shit that the server says. Would you like for, no, no. That's the funny thing. He didn't even say the same. Okay, no, this is what he says. He says, our kitchen is about to close, so I mean the only thing that we could do is like, I guess, remake it for you, but we can't let you order anything new because we're like damn near shutting down everything in our kitchen right now. And I'm looking at him like, that don't even make sense. You just said that your kitchen is about to close, but y'all can remake her the food, but she can't order anything new. Like, that don't even make sense what you're saying. And so I always like, well, I don't want that. Like, she tells him straight up, like, I don't want that, I want something new. Like, and he keeps telling her the kitchen is closed, ma'am, like you can't order nothing new. Chimed in and I said, your server has not been servicing us. He has barely came to this table to check on us. He took forever to take our orders. We got here damn near 2 hours ago. There's no reason why we should just be getting our food now. Our food has been out. On top of that, her food was cold, meaning that the food was just sitting there. That's another thing. Oh, I keep forgetting things as I'm telling this story. We had to ask the boy to get our food because, like I said, my food came out first, then Awole's food did not come out, and I did not want to eat my food before Awole because I wanted to take a picture of the full table. So we're waiting and we're waiting, and I'm like, where's your food? I end up catching the server while he's walking by, and I'm like, she didn't get her food. And he's like, oh, okay. Bro, that boy literally forgot her food because her food was cold as hell. My food was hot when it came out. Her shit was cold as hell, meaning that he just had her food sitting there on a conveyor, whatever, for that long. Like, this service was terrible. So I was just letting him know that. I'm like, he's taking forever to do stuff. Had he been got her food and gave it to her a long time ago, we would have noticed that we don't like this food and let her switch it out. And he's like, I understand that, man, but we don't do refunds. So she wouldn't, like, you know. And then I said, well, that's not a refund. Like, she's switching it out. Like, yeah, but our kitchen is closed. And I was like, well, I don't want the food. Like, I always start getting like antsy too, because it's like, babe, we don't know what you're gonna do, but watch my shoes. I don't want the food. So the white man that was acting all nice, baldy, he starts getting an attitude, and he's like, okay, and he ends up taking her plate and walking to the restroom. Not the restroom, y'all, the kitchen. Awole is funny. Y'all know Awole talk fast, so she's like, I don't give a fuck. Bro, I'm gonna send her this video. She gonna laugh so hard. Awole talks so fast. If you guys know Awole, y'all know she talks fast. So she's like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I want the food. I want the food. I want the food over there. Like, the fuck is whatever. Like, she just running a mile a minute. And I'm like, I told you, Awole. I told you. So they come and they give her a menu. They let her order. So she orders something completely different. And the guy brings it out to her, baldy. He brings it out. You could tell he being nice, nasty at this point. Like, he's like, here we go. Like, you could tell he being a little shady with his shit. But we not caring because we're like, this service was terrible. Like, we would never come here again. So the second plate, I think the second food was good. Yeah, she liked it. So we ended up eating that or whatnot. And at this time, this guy is still taking forever to collect our checks, y'all. To the point where the party of 12 left. Let me say it again for the people in the back that's not really paying attention, that's watching their clothes and shit like that and not really listening to the story time. The party of 12 left, meaning that it was just me and her sitting there in that area. Why is the party of 12 leaving before the party of 2 that came in way before the party of 12? Where's our checks? I told Awole, I'm like, we are not tipping. He finally comes up. He's like, would y'all like y'all checks? Duh, nigga. Mind you, the thing is over. I'm gonna say, like, if the place closed at 10, I'm gonna say it was like 9:55. Why are you asking us would we like our checks? What are we finna order? Duh, we like our checks. Like, I mean, unless you want to give this shit to us for free. So I'm like, yeah. So he ends up going to the back and he ends up coming out with our checks. Awole basically puts the check on everything. Like, she ends up paying for my food that day. I think she paid for my food because my car got messed up, so she felt bad for me. So the checks were not separate. Everything was together. So Awole is funny because Awole is one of those people where I don't know how to describe her. Awole's not a scary person, but Awole don't really like drama and conflict. Like, she not really, I mean, she like conflict and drama with her friends, cause bitch, she stay trying to she stay trying to debate with me. But she don't like conflict. Like, I don't know, I feel like I'm contradicting myself because I don't know, Awole picks and chooses her battles. I'll say that, to say the least. Because sometimes when Awole's like service is not good, she be getting mad too. But there's certain conflicts and battles that Awole won't pick up. So she was a little worried, and she's like, bro, pay with my card, pay. But she did me like how y'all baby daddies be doing y'all when they be taking y'all to the restaurant and asking for your card to act like they paying. That's what she did me. So she's like, pay for my card, pay for, like, take my card. I don't want no conflict with him because, like I said, Awole's a tipper. Like, she tips. Like, Awole tips, even if the service is, like, a little bad, she'll still tip. But this one, she was not fucking with it. So I'm like, girl, I don't care. Like, y'all know me. If you watch me, you know me. No, I don't care. So I'm like, girl, give me the card. I don't care. So he comes with the kiosk like thing. Y'all know the kiosk thing. And I end up tapping her card at the top. You know, the thing is there to like select the tip. And he's looking down at it. Like, he's literally looking down at me, like waiting for me to select 15, 20, or 10%. And bitch, I tap other. Bitch, I tap other. Then I put the 0 sign and I put the check. That ain't no tip, buddy. Ain't no tip. So he just like looked at the thing and he was like, how would you like your receipt? And I'm like, print it out for me, please. So he's like, all right. So he ends up leaving. He comes back and he comes with the receipt printed out, and he also comes with a pen like for me to write my tip. I'm looking at him like, I don't know why you giving me a pen I mean, I could sign this, but I don't know why you thinking that I'm gonna tip you on this paper as well. Like, I didn't already put other. Like, ain't nothing going on around here. So, I put a big fat 0. I put a 0 and I put the total that it originally was, and I signed it on like Awole's name. I signed it on the bottom thing. And I'm like, I'm not tipping him. I'm not tipping him. I told her I'm not allowing you to tip him. Like, he don't deserve shit. Like, this shit was definitely a racial profile type of vibe, and I'm not fucking with it, you know? So me and Awole are collecting our stuff and getting ready to go. He ends up coming, mind you, all of a sudden, when it's time for us to go, he remembers our table. He ends up coming to the table before me and Awole are even able to like get everything. He's rushing, packing everything, like, because at this point the store is closing. So he's like rushing and packing everything because he wants to go home. So he's packing all of our plates. He's putting everything up, like he's wrapping up the table. And as me and Awole are standing up, he literally starts like lifting. Y'all know when you go to a restaurant, sometimes they may have like cute little like decorations on the table. Like when we went there was like a cute little lamp light, and then there was like mats and stuff, like mats on the table and stuff. Y'all, why does this guy starts picking up the mat? I'm looking like, mind you, I stopped to look at him because I'm like, what's going on? Mind you, Awole's not even peeping what he's doing, but I knew what he was doing off rip. Y'all, tell me why he starts lifting up the mats, lifting up the lamps and stuff, lifting up. I'm looking like, what you looking for? What you looking for? Mind you, he had already picked up the receipt, the merchant copy. He done already picked up the receipt and his pen. So I know you're not looking for that. So what are you looking for? He's like, after he gets done lifting up everything, he looks at me and he says, no tip. Your father, your papa, your mother, go ask them for a tip. They play. You think I'm gonna tip you? You. You think I'm gonna tip you? I looked at him and I said, bro, when I tell you, that shit bust my brain. Like, all jokes aside, like, I went off on him. I didn't scream at him or nothing, but I went off on him. And I said, nigga, do you think you deserve a tip? Mind you, the boy was like our age. Like, you could tell he was like around our age. So I didn't say nigga, but I started talking to him like, you know how I would talk to someone our age. So I said, you think you deserve a tip? I said, you barely came to the table to check on us. I said, other servers was filling up our water. I said, you catered to the party, bitch. I thought that was your family members. You catered to them more than you catered to us. I said, that party left before us. You think you deserve a tip? I said, nigga, please. And I walked off. And I was just looking like, and he just walked off and he was like, okay, yeah, okay. The fuck? Nigga saying okay like I'm supposed to be scared. I don't care. You're not getting a tip. Yeah, that was the end of the story. And my friend literally called her friend's brother and was like, You were right. And he was going off. He's like, I told you not to listen to that knucklehead. He's talking about his sister. He told Aula, he's like, I told you not to listen to that knucklehead. I told you their service is bad. I told you to go to that other location. Like, he just going in on us. And we're just like, okay, we'll give it to you. We didn't listen. We listened to old girl. We will give it to you. But yeah, y'all, that's the story time. And it's actually crazy because Aula brought that up the other day. And I was like, oh my goodness, I remember that day. And he put a bad taste in my mouth to the point where I have never been to that restaurant since, but the food was so freaking good. I think about that restaurant sometimes, and I think I might go back in the future, but I'll probably definitely go to the location that old boy told us to go to the first time. Yeah, y'all, let me know how y'all feel. Let me know if you have ever dealt with anything like that, and let me know how y'all handled it. I love you guys so much, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all.